Today I found one of Preston's secret bases and I built a tiny base underneath him as well as set up a few traps. Guys, I found one of Preston's secret bases right in front of me, and how do I know it's his? Because you can literally see. Look at that house right now. Now, I don't want him to see me, so I'm gonna sneak up really fast and we're gonna get underneath it. I've got some huge stuff planned. I'm gonna use this little tiny hammer in order to get underneath his base right now. I can use it to break out one single block like this and go all the way down. This could take a while, so I'm gonna quickly adjust the settings so we can break out larger chunks, and we're gonna get under his base just like this and sneak our way under. I'm not gonna fit through that hole, so I'm gonna have to get a little bit tinier in order to fit down there. Now we should be tiny enough to slip down. Just have to break out a few more blocks. And we are inside the hole right now. Now, before I go too far down, we need to make a quick change, which is use this tool to cover our entire head up so that he can't see us. So I'm gonna cover it like that. And then one more right here. And we should be just about covered up there with grass. So Preston's not gonna be able to find us. Now, all we've gotta do is get all the way underneath his base using this hammer tool to break these tiny little blocks out. And I am gonna set some big traps and build a sweet setup so that we can spy on Preston and also be comfortable in a tiny house.
Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This house is decked out. But now, the bigger question. Where are we going to be putting all of the furniture in the house? As you guys know, I am a huge fan of quartz, ladies and gentlemen. I think it personally looks the best out of anything, so I'm just kind of putting down a small little kitchen area over here. We're gonna need some furnaces, obviously a cauldron as well. I like that double sink. I'm on that double sink grind, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now I gotta do some kind of, hold on, what do I do? It's up to you guys. I don't like glass tables. I'm just not a big fan of it. So let me do a little bit of this oak fence table right here. Now, I've never done this kind of table before, so this might look, okay, that looks that is strange. I don't think that's a good table. And I broke a block right now. Let me place it back down. You know what? Hold on. Let's just have like a floating cabinet space over here so you can still enter into the kitchen and still get out of it. And then I will just get let's get some stone brick stairs to match it up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're talking, baby. This kitchen is looking perfect.
All right, I cleared out a space for our tiny base. I came from that little hole all the way up there. I'm hoping I'm far enough down that Preston doesn't notice me. But there's some really sweet stuff that we can do with this chisel right now. One of the things, obviously, we're gonna need is a bedroom because we're gonna be hanging out for quite a while. And I can actually make my bedroom out of a bookshelf because I'm intelligent, just like that. And it looks a little funny, but it definitely gets the job done. That's an odd looking bookshelf. Now, if we were to come down here, we can break out these one block little bits in order to get inside just like this. Now we have a cool entrance into our spherical bookshelf right there, and we could set up a tiny bed. Is that possible? We're gonna make our bed out of diamond right now because it's gonna feel real rich to sleep in. And for the headpiece, we're gonna use an entire block of diamond. Actually, you know what? Let's readjust this entire bed. There we go. And then we got our headpiece right here, all set up with an entire block of diamond. That's a diamond bed frame on a block diamond bed. Oh my gosh, guys, that is gonna sleep wonderfully with me in it. Does the bed sleep wonderfully or do I sleep wonderfully?
Oh, and you know, it's not a Preston house if there is not a cactus somewhere. I'm gonna put a small one down right here, and I'm actually gonna spawn in some sand because why not? So the thing about cacti that I feel like it's so annoying is like you gotta place it right here and right here. Oh, this actually looks really good. Okay, now that we've got this grand entrance, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually shave off a little bit of my cabinetry area. That way it is a little bit less compressed. What else can we add up here to make it look really nice? We could add some iron doors. Yeah, oh, I actually kind of like like that, dude. Hold on. Wow. I am actually coming up with new designs unintentionally right now, and I love it. Oh, I actually even like them right here. Hold on. I'm gonna delete this extra layer over here. Keep that layer down here like this. Put another one over there because why not? Somehow, I don't know why, but I forgot to place down a yellow bed. To complete the Preston Fire logo, you gotta have 3 colors of beds. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Okay, I can't just leave my house without some really cool looking chandelier lights. Oh, baby, this is a triple, ladies and gentlemen. Should we connect them though? Or is it weird to connect it? I mean, we could kind of like connect it like this. That looks kind of cool, but also a little bit weird at the same time. I don't know if I'm game for that. We'll keep the connection with the cord slabs like this. I like how it looks.
The next thing I'm going to do, of course, I'm not a dirty man, although some of you might think so. Really hope I'm not. I've got to have some sort of shower cleaning area, right? So I've got the tub here, and I want to have something I can sit on. It's going to have to be tiny, of course, next to the tub, dry off, whatever. So I'm going to put a bench here, and the way I'm going to do this is with this creation tool, where I can set up something like this, where I get a perfect little bench up here, and then I can actually add, say, a backboard onto that, just like this, and then get a good seating area down here. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. A nice seating area, and then a cool decorative backboard to have on the backside. Now we've got a sweet little tiny bench there with an awesome decorated backboard using this tiny tool. And over here, just so I can sit and stare at my water like the real man that I am. Do men do that? I just built the world's tiniest chair, and even that chair looks like it might be too big for me. I can't even walk up onto it. I've got to jump onto it. If you have to jump onto a chair, something's wrong. Something's horribly wrong. Also, if you've got a chair set up to just stare at the water, something's definitely wrong there too. Now, in order to keep the oxygen fresh and crispy inside of this tiny base, I am going to also put some trees and a farm, or a garden more like it. The way I'm going to do that is adjust this to give me a wood block instead. And now I can go over in the corner here, for example, and I can build a little 4x4 tree stump. Oh, this is going to be the cutest little tree ever created. I built myself a little stool here so I can stand on. Build that 1 block higher. And then we're just going to go and delete this. Now what we need to do is go back into our settings and change this. I believe we have, yes, we've got oak leaves right here. So we can use the oak leaves and literally decorate this tree however we want. Build this tree up, just the beautiful little tree that it is. Oh my gosh. And we've got ourselves the world's first tiny tree in Minecraft. Now we gotta add flowers and whatnot. Oh my gosh. Guys, check this out. I just added a poppy in regularly. That's my tiny tree over there. That's the poppy. This is a regular poppy in Minecraft. That's how tiny I am. But I guess we got a tiny tree and a couple of what look to be absolutely massive poppies in comparison. I think these are going to be producing more oxygen than our entire tree is going to be producing. All I've got to do in order to complete this tree garden farm, tiny tree, big poppy thing is I want to paint the entrance. So I'm going to go to this tiny paintbrush, and here I can actually adjust the color of everything that I want. Say we want a little more of a dirt look. We can go like this, and then we can actually go down and just paint. How do I paint? And we can just click and paint the entire ground, whatever section we've selected, the color of our paintbrush. So, of course, we're using dirt for the garden, but if we wanted to, we could even go in here and change this to, say, red, or go down to purple, bring it up to blue. We can mess around. Oh, there's so, it's like limitless how many colors we could have. Make it a green. Oh, there's the brown and the green for the garden look. This is the official entrance. Oh my gosh, it looks delicious. And I completed it with on the ground right next to our farm. I wrote farm. I went with farm because garden was a little bit long, all right? So we just stuck with farm. Now, of course, before we get way too far ahead of ourselves, I've been working on this ramp to build out under where the dirt is, I assume the weakest part in Preston's home, and I'm gonna lay some TNT using this tool down. Oh my gosh, we should be able to lay TNT just like that. We can lay slabs of it down. Oh my goodness. If I place this throughout the weakest points around Preston's house, we should be able to take his house down anytime if we need, in case it's an accident or anything like that. We'll easily be able to just take out our flint and steel I better be careful right now that I don't accidentally just pop over and blow it up on accident. But anytime Preston's in a weak position... Oh, geez, I launched it on accident. Run, 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 run. How big is it gonna be? Oh my gosh. Well, good thing it was a tiny explosion for a tiny TNT. I really hope Preston didn't hear that.
What else are we... What the heck was that? Hold on. Did you guys just hear some TNT? I swear I just heard some TNT. Where did that come from? Hold on. Is there a skeleton? Was it a creeper? No way it could have been a creeper. There's no mobs anywhere near my... Well, I mean, there are mobs close to my house, but they're also kind of far at the same time, so it could not have been a creeper. Viewers, am I going crazy? I swear I heard some TNT explosions. If you heard it as well, please comment down below so I know I'm not the only crazy one here. Because unfortunately, I know I'm crazy. Well, my mom is half crazy, which means I gotta be at least a quarter crazy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, I had to get rid of the TNT because I think we're gonna need a new plan because that explosion wasn't really big enough to take down the house. Good thing it happened now versus when we really needed it. Instead, what I'm working on is getting a huge lava pit set up where we could actually get Preston to fall through his house into the lava pit and get stuck. However, working with tiny tools is a tiny bit of a problem. So it's taking me a minute to actually remove all of this stuff. But once I have this set up, it should be pretty sweet. Honestly, we could do some pretty entertaining decorations around the lava pit just to tease him a little bit as he's slowly melting to his doom. All right, I just got the lava in there. I lined the whole area around the lava pit with TNT. Even though it's a tiny little explosion, if he tries to climb out, then we could cause a tiny little bit of damage if we needed to. And then, of course, TNT across the back wall, which it looks like a total block the way that it's set up right now, but it's actually just one thin layer of TNT using this tiny crafting tool, the little chisel. And I feel like just to make things real interesting, we should set a tiny TNT mine along the outside here so that in case Preston does get out, he has a little bit of a difficult time actually making it out of the TNT trap itself and into my base, which is right nearby. So let's just lay this around just like this. Ooh, that lava's kind of warm. Make it enough of an obstacle that he's gonna have a difficult time actually walking out of the lava. And I could walk back here. Honestly, with the size of the explosion, if I stood here, I imagine the TNT mine would just hurt him, and I could potentially still be safe back here.
And now that I mention it, I smell sulfur. And I know that, and it's not from the TNT, like I'm smelling some kind of like sulfury smell. In fact, it kind of smells like lava. As you know, if you look at this, you know I am made of lava, so I know what lava smells like. But this is a different kind of lava. Like, this is a regular type of lava, not the Preston kind of lava. They're two very different things. And I know you can't see it, but I feel like the floor is just getting hotter and hotter as we speak.
Okay, I just came up with this crazy idea. I know the lava pit, dangerous enough, and the TNT, also super dangerous, but I'm feeling a little bit devious. And I think we could have potentially other ways of capturing Preston. And if we do, we need to be ready. So I'm looking for the right. We could go with stone. That's an option. What we're going to do is build ourselves a tiny prison. When we capture Preston, we'll just take him down and shove him in a little tiny prison while he'll be stuck forever. This is perfect. An emerald prison. Let's get this all set up. We got to have the prison base down there. Make the prison wall. Oh, this is so good. Preston, you are going to be done if I catch you. Now we just got to get the bars in there. We're almost complete. He's probably just building thinking that everything's fine. And then last thing he's going to find is himself inside of an emerald prison, stuck for good. Yeah, we need a door. Oh, perfect. We can make ourselves a little tiny door, just a little bit bigger. I still can't fit. Boom, right inside the door there. So we would just quickly close this off as soon as we get Preston in there. We'll just go like that and we'll close it back down. But until then, I don't know how fast we're gonna have to be taking him down. So we'll open this up. Gotta be a little smaller. Oh, yep, there we go, right there. And we can walk in and out. Preston's view, if we capture him in the Emerald Prison, is gonna be that of the TNT lava pit. Not a great view to have, Preston. definitely not a great view to have.
Wait a second. Hold on. Can you guys see this? Can we get a zoom in, editor? There are some tiny holes missing on the outside of my house, which means somebody is building a tiny house underneath my house. If you're wondering how I know this, it's because I've done it before to Noob 1234, so I know exactly what it looks like, and I know exactly who it is underneath my house. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is Keith, aka Uncle Bahri. But now that I know it's him building a tiny house underneath my house, let's troll him in the next video. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see the secret house underneath my base, just to prove to you guys that I know somebody's building under my house. Look at this. Somebody is definitely building under my house. Keith's editor editing this video right now, do not put this footage in the first version of this YouTube video, because I know Keith always watches the first version. Put it in the second version, the one that he always uploads to YouTube, so that way he doesn't know that I know what is happening. And if this video gets 10,000 likes, I am going to prank Keith's tiny house in the next YouTube video, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I cannot wait. It's gonna be legit.
And before we call ourselves finished for the day, I want to do one last thing that I'm going to complete right now, which is this. Make ourselves a sky-like structure above our tiny base. We can never get bored in here. We've got our bed with diamonds. We got basically a hot tub with a chair in our bench. Our garden, which I'll have to tend to, make sure nothing dies. I know, keep the flowers alive. And our emerald prison over here. Tiny TNT farm. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good, guys. Double check everything's in order. I want to do one last thing. Wait, what's that sound? Guys, I think Preston's digging. I gotta go right now.